Good evening and welcome to today's episode of Pillow Talk with P. My name is Praise of Barry Berry. And today I come with a heavy heart, a broken spirit, and a weakened body. I am grieved. I have been unable to focus today because of the happenings around. Today, October 20th, 2020, has made history for this country, has shown the world that Nigeria is a country that has little or no regard for human life. A country where young, vibrant youths seated at the command of the governor for a curfew, singing and chanting the national anthem, waving the Nigerian flag, yet being shot at by the Nigerian army, gives me cause to worry and wonder if this is the country that my forefathers spoke of. If this is the country that my forefathers and your forefathers labored for. It's saddening, it's uncalled for, and it speaks a lot about the governance in this country. It speaks volumes about the governance of the state. Lagos State used to be one peaceful state, a state accommodating all religious grounds and religious backgrounds and ethnic groups, fighting and struggling daily to make ends meet. But it's saddening that in the same state of excellence, that such brutal and inhumane action can take place under the watch of a governor. My heart goes out to every family that has lost someone today, every parent who have lost a child today. My heart goes out to you, and I pray that God grants you the fortitude to bear the loss. To every brave Nigerian youth, to every brave Nigerian who has come out to protest against the ills in this country and has met their untimely death at the Lekki toll gate, or better still, should I call it the Lekki blood gate. May your souls rest in peace. But ultimately, your blood would not go in vain, as this fight will continue till we get a Nigeria that every one of us will be proud to call home. On today's episode of the program, it's titled DM to God. And the reason for this title is as a result of the happenings in this country within the last 2 weeks. There's been so much agitation in the country, so much unrest, youths clamoring for a country that they can be proud to call theirs, a country that works for everyone, a country with a system that works. And you know, scripture says that if the foundation be faulty, what can the righteous do? And that brings me to the point where the answer to the question is actually that the righteous would have no choice but to kneel and pray and ask for mercy and ask for God to take over and help mend the faulty foundation. Also, it reminds me of scripture which says that if my people who are called by my name would humble themselves and pray, I would hear from heaven and I would heal their land. And as such, as a concerned Nigerian youth, I have decided to slide into God's DM today to drop certain concerns that I have for my country. I'm sorry, today's episode is not going to be as usual. Man, I might end up sounding so spiritual, or I might end up sounding as though I'm a preacher, but I just want to air my concerns out to God. And as the topic reads, a DM to God. So it's me directing my concerns to God in the best way that I can. And that's through prayers. Because prayer changes things, and prayers is the only way that we commune with God to bring our supplications to Him. And so, dear God, I know I'm not the most perfect Nigerian youth to come before you to make a request. And I'm sure that looking down from heaven at my country, you most likely would be upset. Because the happenings around would give you no joy. I understand. And sincerely speaking, on behalf of my country, I come before you and I ask you for mercy. I understand that my forefathers have not been fair. I understand that my fathers as well have not been fair. Because this is a country where leaders take positions of authority and they forget the main reason why they sit on the seats, forgetting that they are representatives of the people, and you have given them the opportunity to sit in positions of authority to effect change. And Lord, as a humble Nigerian youth, I apologize on behalf of my leaders. I ask for mercy. I ask for a country where you would be the one sharing the affairs of the country. Oh, that brings me to the election of 2015. We did wrong. Lootings, snatching of ballot boxes, snatching ballot boxes, maiming people, killing, destructing the peace of states, communities, villages, just to achieve the common goal of ruling. Underaged standing and voting in the north. Hooligans taking over polling units due to selfishness of these leaders, just aiming for power. And finally, they get to the positions and still decide not to be fair. Lord, please look upon this country and show us mercy as we are helpless. But you, Lord, are our strength, and we look up to you. We look up to you, Lord. Do not allow us be ashamed. for every youth who was shot at the Lekki toll gate, for every blood that was shed at the toll gate. Please, Lord, let these blood be seeds sown for the creation of a new Nigeria where things work, a new Nigeria where life would be valued, a new Nigeria where the police will be the friend of the people and the people friends to the police and not enemies of each other. Let the blood of the comrades who stood under the rain and the sun for a period of almost 12 to 13 days, demanding for justice for lives lost through the police brutality and the activities of SARS in the country, to every comrade who stood in the line, hungry, thirsty, but resilient, and asking for a change. Please look upon their blood and do not allow the blood go in vain. Show mercy, Lord. Let this blood be seed sown for the realization of the Nigeria that we all dream of, that we all have been envisaging, a Nigeria where we all can be proud to call our own, a Nigeria where you reign supreme, a Nigeria where justice, peace can reign, a Nigeria where all ethnic groups can see themselves through your eyes, through the eyes of the Creator, and value each other, knowing that the reason for this diversity is for our prosperity and not for enmity. Dear Lord, I bring my country before you. And I ask that you please uproot men and women who sit in positions of authority and have no sympathy for masses, and have no feelings for masses, and sit down there making decisions that would affect the lives of individuals. Please shake the system. Let evil men be taken out, and let men and women of righteousness assume positions of authority that matters. Lord, I bring my leaders before you, and I bring my president before you. Whatever is the reason why he seems so aloof to the suffering of the citizenry, whatever may be the reason why he seems so unconcerned about the happenings around him, please have mercy. Because the heart of a king is in your hands, and you can turn it whichever way you please. Let this country arise and shine. Let your glory be upon this country. Let men come to the rising of her shine. Let this country be the signal to the world that you are a God who changes things. Help Nigeria reassume the position of the giant of Africa, not just by words but by action. Let our resources that you have blessed us with take us to the position where the world looks at us and calls us blessed, just as you have made us blessed. Let our resources that you have bestowed upon us not be a curse. Let the blessings of the seas, let the blessings of the farms, let the blessings of the sky, Lord, work for us. Because you have deposited so much in this country, and this country will not fail, this country will not fall, Lord, under your watch. We understand that we're a people so divided by ethnicity, divided by religion. But Lord, have mercy. Let us all as Nigerians begin to speak in one voice. Let us begin to value each other. Let us begin to see ourselves as blessings to each other. Let this ethnic group see the other ethnic group as a blessing and as a means of completeness to it. Because the reason why you made us so diverse and so different is for our prosperity. Lord, let this prosperity come forth. Let our leaders who loot us and take our resources to foreign lands, and these foreign lands in exchange develop their own countries with our resources. Lord, give them a change of mind and let them be able to do the right things, build structures that will work for the people, create amenities that are affordable for the masses. Lord, touch the heart of our leaders. Let them understand that looting public funds does not profit anyone. Let them begin to do the right things. Lord, help them to stop the misappropriation of funds. Let us have a Nigerian that works. A Nigeria where the son of a nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. Lord, let justice, peace reign in this country. Help us to love each other. Help us to stand for each other. Take away the things that divide us and let us begin to see more the things that brings us together as a people. At the end, Lord, let this fight, this struggle for a new Nigeria spring forth. Let us have a Nigeria that we all can be proud to call ours. Let our sons and daughters who have been taken away be able to return back to their fatherland and make this country great again. Lord, thank you because Nigeria would not fail in our time. And I'm so grateful, Lord, that I'm a Nigerian. Thank you that I'm a Nigerian, even in the face of it all. And so this is where we'll come to the end of today's episode of Pillow Talk with P. I remain Praise of Barry Berry, and until I see you next week, remain blessed.